Hi, I'm James West. This is Midas Letter Money, coming to you live from the Market One Media interview zone at the Canadian Investment Conference in Vancouver, British Columbia. My guest today is Joe Campbell. Joe is the president and CEO of TerraX Minerals, trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol TXR, and trades in the United States under the symbol TXXXF, and trades in Frankfurt, Germany under the symbol TXO. Joe, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Joe, tell us about this project you've got up in Yellowknife. It sounds like a real deal.
Well, it is. Yellowknife is one of the 5 major gold camps in Canada, and the 2 major mines that were there were high grade. Their production over their life was 11 grams per ton. And we've managed to tie up the complete belt north of the mines. So from the edge of the giant facility for 15 kilometers north, we had control all the ground that hosted the geology that had the gold mines in it.
Wow, great. So how did you come to acquire this property so easily?
Well, it was a property that had gone through a few ownerships. It had originally been owned by the giant mine. It was sold to a junior mining company. That company went bankrupt because of losing money in a mine in Quebec. That gave us the opportunity to look at what the other properties were available, and this was the property that was by far the best one. It covered this ground, as I said, that hosted these large gold deposits, and we bought it out of the bankruptcy sale.
Sure. Okay. So how many gold deposits are on this land package now?
Well, right now we have one deposit called Cristorum, which has 200 drill holes into it. It was drilled from the 1940s to the 1980s. We've started drilling it again this year. In addition to that, there's another deposit called the Barney Zone. The Barney Zone is actually the same shear zone that hosted the 2 major mines, and that was drilled back in the 95-96, and we're continuing to drill that again this year. Okay.
I saw a drill result that was 70 meters of some very high-grade base metals, silver. Tell me about that hole.
Well, that's a completely different target altogether. When we started looking at the data that was available on this property last year, we recognized that there was a base metal play. So we did some geophysics. We went in and drilled it this winter, and we intersected some very wide zones of felsic volcanics, which tends to host these VMS-style deposits. And we ended up having a very pervasively mineralized felsic volcanic, which had actually some quite high-grade zones in it too, which has gold and silver associated with the base metals.
So this is completely different from the Cristorum.
It is completely different, and we sort of looked at it as a bit of a sidebar for us, but with the results of the first couple of holes, it's now taken on a bit of a life of its own.
Sure. So now which one's the priority? They all seem so promising.
Well, gold is still our priority. This is a gold camp. We have some very good gold targets. The Cristorum, as an example, has had grades up to 62 grams per ton over 5 meters. The Barney has had zones of up to 28-30 meters wide. So we really want to find a big gold deposit. Our target is the Con style, which was a 5 million ounce deposit, and that's our target.
Okay.
So the VMS base metal is still going to have to play second fiddle.
Sure. Okay. So then why should investors be watching the company right now in 2014?
Well, we're going to be releasing some results from the Barney and Cristorum zone very soon. We've just gotten our assays back, and we'll be starting to drill both of those deposits again in June. Our startup right now is scheduled for the 23rd. We only stopped because it's a spring break up there and it gets a little messy to drill in the spring, and we'll be drilling all through the summer. So we'll have results coming forward through the summer, and our field crews are going to be going in next week, and they'll be working all through the summer also. There's plenty of ground to still explore.
So lots of press releases coming towards the end of the summer.
Lots of press releases through the summer.
Okay, great, Joe. Well, we'll leave it there for now. Thanks for joining us today.
Okay.
My guest was Joe Campbell. He's the president and CEO of TerraX Minerals Inc., trades on the TSX Venture under the symbol TXR, in the United States under the symbol TXXXF, and in Germany under the symbol TXO. If you'd like to learn more about TerraX Minerals, visit their website at terraxminerals.com. If you'd like to learn more about companies like TerraX, visit us at midasletter.com. I'm James West, coming to you live from the Market One Media Interview Pavilion at the Canadian Investment Conference in Vancouver, British Columbia.